Once again, very happy to have in studio from the law offices of Goldberg Jones, Divorce for Men. It's Colin Amos, 1-800-DIVORCE. Colin, good morning. It's great to see you.
Good morning.
All right, so we've got a list of questions, once again, from the website, goldbergjones.com, where people can submit their questions, and you take the time to answer them. So let's go through some of these. But more importantly, if people have any questions, 1-800-DIVORCE, 1-800-DIVORCE, they can call, and you give them a free consultation over the phone where you'll answer their questions. And more importantly, you can point them in the right direction to make sure that they're getting, that they're going to go in the right direction to get the proper advice to make sure they set up their parenting plan, to go through the divorce process, whatever their needs are. You make sure that they're going in the right direction to take care of that the right way.
Absolutely. You can call. Certainly you can text us or email, or not so much text, email us the questions like I brought in today, but definitely give us a call, answer questions over the phone for free, and that's a good start. Sometimes people just need to bounce an idea off me or get some guidance. Sometimes they need to come in for a consultation, but regardless, I'll spend the quality time on the phone to make sure you're heading in the right direction.
All right, Colin Amos from Goldberg Jones here in studio. 1-800-DIVORCE is the telephone number. You can check them out online at goldbergjones.com. First question comes from Portland, Colin. It says, I am likely going to be getting a divorce. Of course, I have a couple of friends who have been through it and have given me the names of the attorney they used. I have a lot at stake, so why should I hire you, Goldberg Jones, over all the other attorneys out there? How do you guys know?
Yeah, I like this question because a lot of people don't necessarily ask it, but everybody is thinking it.
Yeah, why you? Why should I choose you?
Yeah, it's hard to know because there's all these attorneys out there. My friend used this attorney, or I've heard this, and it's really difficult to find an objective source to get that information. But these days, it used to be you'd call the Better Business Bureau. And that's
the BBB, yep.
Yeah, the BBB. That's easier to say. But nowadays, with social media out there, you can ask essentially 100 or 1,000 friends what's going on simply by going on. There's Google review sites, there's Yelp, there's all sorts of different objective sites, and read the reviews. The other aspect, which is critical, is call some attorneys. I tend to like firms rather than individual attorneys, not because individual attorneys are not good at what they do, but if you're hiring an attorney, you don't want them to be running a business, looking at their marketing profile, making sure the lights turn on. You want them to be your attorney and not be distracted from that role. So at least with a firm, somebody else is handling the business of the firm, and your attorney just gets to represent you and do what they need to do.
Well, one thing I found with you guys, too, when you have a firm and you have a bunch of different guys with a lot of different experience, if there's something that comes up you're uncertain of, one guy, you have a wealth of knowledge around you where you can go and find the right answer.
Yeah, exactly. And so even at our firm, we have a great environment, and we sit down at lunch and, we talk about all sorts of different things, but we're always talking about a case. We're talking about a particular judge. We're talking about a factual scenario. Just recently, a new case came out that we then emailed everybody in the firm about. And it makes a big difference because right after that email, it just came down from the appellate court, 2 different attorneys were contacting opposing counsel and say, hey, look at this case because this impacts our case, your case, and we think you should listen to what we're saying.
All right, Colin Amos, Goldberg Jones in studio. 1-800-DIVORCE is the telephone number. Goldbergjones.com is the website. Next question out of Camas, Colin, says, my wife has been having a Facebook affair. This is not the first time. I am done. We have 2 kids, 14 and 9. And I have a small retirement plan. Our house is underwater. Obviously, I don't have much money. Do I really need to hire an attorney, or can I do this divorce on my own?
Yeah, we're seeing that question or that scenario up all the time with certainly people getting online, getting into trouble. I was listening to the program this morning, and I mentioned this before, the Blazers and what's going on. And the reality of it is sometimes you have tough cases and tough facts, and if you try to go in there on your own, especially when you're kids, you have retirement or anything of importance, and you try to run this on your own, there's so many dynamics against you. The court process is confusing. She might get an attorney, which can create some real problems, and you end up with a pretty bad result simply because you didn't protect yourself. So I would always recommend you at least consult with an attorney to see all the mistakes people make and help yourself avoid those. I mean, there's many common mistakes you can avoid just by educating yourself. So at least consult and then make the decision whether you hire an attorney thereafter.
All right, next question out of Tualatin. It says, my girlfriend and I have been arguing a lot for the last 3 months, not fighting. We have a 4-year-old. Last week I said I am done. 2 days later I was served with a restraining order, and now I can't see or talk to my son and can't go home. I didn't hit her, did not threaten her. This is crap. What can I do?
Yeah, that is a very common scenario. It's very frustrating because restraining orders are extremely personal. It really hits a guy where it hurts most because you want to have a relationship with your child. The relationship may be over, and a lot of these are used as an opportunity to gain a leg up in custody, visitation, or in a divorce. Now, in that scenario, there's a lot of times that restraining orders are valid, but there's also times that they are manipulated, and so the judge doesn't know. So they sign these restraining orders. Your opportunity is to contest it. You need to follow the terms of that restraining order precisely, because if you violate it, you go to jail. So follow it, and then seek advice from an attorney. Get prepared. Go into that hearing and contest it. And then it doesn't end just at the restraining order hearing. Many of these, in a custody case or a divorce case, you can roll it in and keep taking bites of that apple to eventually get that dismissed.
All right, next question. It's Colin Amos in studio from Goldberg Jones out of Hillsboro. My wife and I are essentially over after 25 years. The kids are over 18, and I'm out of the house. She works part-time and doesn't make much. I am the main breadwinner. We have a house with some equity and other investments. Should I pursue a legal separation first and then a divorce?
Yeah, a lot of people think that a legal separation is a stepping stone to a divorce, and it's not. It is the same process, same cost, same issues that have to be resolved in a legal separation as a divorce. So I don't think you're going to save any money or that it's going to be easier. It's the same process, though. There are very limited circumstances where legal separation makes sense. If you're truly working on the relationship, fine, consider that. But I'd rather you just either work on it, not pay me a bunch of money, or make the call and pursue a divorce.
All right. Goldberg and Jones, the law offices of Goldberg and Jones, Divorce for Men. 1-800-DIVORCE is the telephone number. Colin Amos, if you call 1-800-DIVORCE, he'll answer any questions you have at no charge. With the consultation. Colin, it goes by so quick, but thank you for your information, and people can get in touch with you, goldbergjones.com or 1-800-DIVORCE.